I was over in Abbey Springs at this gal's house, or the Abbey area. You know that area.
In near Lake Geneva,
Yeah.
Wisconsin, yeah.
And I'm at her house, and it's like a lot of houses in Woodsy. And I go, oh my God, where's the cicadas? She goes, no, we don't have any.
They didn't
Zero.
get any at all?
Not one. And I go, oh my God, it's so close. You would imagine.
Well, there is a line of demarcation, I guess.
There is.
And different regions get them at different times. I mean, different years.
They're not supposed to get them, but I don't know. Maybe they're on a different 17-year cycle.
That's what I mean. Crazy. Oh, well.
Yeah, anyways.
Well,
it's
ours are still dying a little bit, and it's still loud, but it's not loud at night. So
I know. I didn't hear them last night.
That's right, because they're action time. Their happy hour.
Oh, happy hour
is
okay.
the middle of the day. I looked that up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There were some people complaining online. They're so loud during the day, and I'm thinking. And if they were loud at night, you go, they're so loud at night. No. Like, okay, guess what? It's nature. It's not going to last forever.
Right.
Get the hell over it. Okay?
It's not a big deal in the big picture of life.
No, in the big picture of life, it ain't nothing. And then the birds are feasting. And I am starting to see a couple squirrels here and there. I think that's because we're nearing the end of the cycle.
I looked out my window this morning doing a squirrel observation, and I saw 2 chipmunks.
See?
And I only saw 1 squirrel. And my garden's normally full of squirrels because I have a bird feeder, but the bird feeder's empty. So I thought, well, maybe the bird feeder's empty, and that's why. Mm-hmm. But I saw chipmunks, but no squirrels.
Well, there you go. Okay. Welcome to Ladies Who Question. You just got your cicada update.
Okay.
We have a couple of kind of hot items. One is about Alec
Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin. I said Alex, and I went, is that Alex? Alec Baldwin's reality show. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But first, we're going to follow up on a reference we made in last week's podcast about that AI beauty contest. Mm-hmm. Because you gave a wonderful nugget of information about AI and phishing and scamming and stuff like that with regard to us being aware of that. But then I sort of interjected. I said, oh, yeah, did you hear about the AI beauty pageant? You had not heard. So you did a deep dive and you checked it out. Because I thought it was so absurd. So what is that? I saw a couple of pictures and I went, okay, this is like looking at Playboy from the 60s where everyone said, those girls aren't real. You know what I mean?
Right.
But these girls really, really, really aren't real.
These really aren't really unreal. And they look so real. And so we will post them on our Instagram and all of our social media. These women look, these robots, I don't even know what to call them. They look like
they are
models. They look gorgeous. And they're from various countries around the world. And there is a Miss AI beauty contest. And so, of course, immediately my head is spinning. What is going on? Who's going to be the judge? What are they going to be judged on? Who wins? Like the person that creates them. So it's funny because these are not real people. And in the Miss AI beauty contest, where the contestants are artificial entities, the winner will be determined based on a set of criteria programmed into the AI models. So how they're judged is the people that make them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like who programmed them?
Well,
whoever's the best programmer.
Oh, so this is about the creator, not necessarily the women. Well, it's also about the women, but it's about the creator and how well they honed their craft.
Right. Hone their craft on all the same benchmarks that a regular beauty contest is based on. Talent, looks, intelligence, creativity, and other qualities that are relevant to the competition.
It's kind of like who invented the best cartoon?
Right.
Kind of?
Yeah, right.
Oh, weird. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a whole different slant that it's focused on the creator and how they created something that best represents those categories.
Exactly.
Okay, now I'm a little more engaged. As long as we know it's stinking AI, it's about an art contest, really.
Well, the judges of this contest would typically be a panel of experts in the field of artificial intelligence and technology. Mm-hmm. But also, they'll they're going to judge the contestants as normally you would judge a contestant in a beauty contest.
Right. Sounds like.
But they also have to have the knowledge behind them in AI, the judges, which that's what it says.
Well, because they have to know how to have done it. It's how they created it, right?
Right.
And how. So they must have a look at the process as well. Maybe there's they have to look at the back door too. The back. Like,
Right,
how did you
right.
do that? How did you come up?
So
Maybe. I
it's
don't know.
kind of like, well, it's kind of sci-fi-ish because they're judging how they, on a technical scale, on how the creator put all this together to create like the best violinist or gymnast or for whatever their talent is, which to me is fascinating. I want to see what these AI beauty contestants can do from a talent standpoint.
Now see there's where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
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 Like, I'm twirling a baton.
Right. And will it look like super robotic or will it look humanistic? I mean, I'm sure that's going to be part of it. Are they going to look natural or are they going to look robotic?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. My head was just spinning on this.
Yeah.
And I just was thinking, how are they going to judge it? Who's going to judge it? And who wins? The people that create because you can't give a prize to a fake person.
No, you give it to
Right.
the creator.
It kind of goes back to like, all these really smart kids in 8th grade and they make robots. And then they go to some competition for a science fair or something.
And that happens everywhere, all
Yeah.
across the country. Yeah.
So it's a grown-up version. I mean, that's how I'm compartmentalizing it or...
You're hoping.
But the other thing, which I don't know if we want to include this, but it crossed my brain a lot of times.
What?
I'm like, okay, so they've got these gorgeous AI women.
Are they gorgeous? I mean, I saw a couple of.
They are.
I mean, they're really that good, huh?
Oh, you can't even believe how we'll post them and you guys decide. If you
What?
just- oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm looking at one of the pictures.
Okay.
Oh, this is.
Of these women. Okay.
Oh
here
my
we go.
God, you know what?
And they're from all different countries.
Okay, this one looks like Russia or something. Okay. Oh, whoa. I know this is an audio medium here, but I have to tell you, I'm looking. Well, she scares me. Okay. Oh, she's gorgeous. We're looking at these different photos of these AI. Oh, Miss All American. Yeah. Okay. Disturbing. Really disturbing.
Oh, and the other thing they mentioned
A
is
lot of these
they
look like Eastern Bloc.
This is Turkey,
don't they?
Well, yes, this is Turkey, and they like to put them in a masculine job.
I'm noticing
setting.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Pilot, construction worker. Yeah. Whatever. Well, she's okay. I don't know.
she looks
She looks like a Ralph Lauren model. That one.
right.
Oh, and that one. Oh, she's marrying the librarian, but I'm Muslim. What?
That looks like a model from that I
Vogue.
kind of yes.
Like
The lips,
it's really
the freckles.
This is really frightening.
I mean,
we're gonna post these
look at
for
that one.
sure. We'll give these to Holly. And okay, so this is Miss Corporate, but hey, I'm sexy too. Let me tussle my hair. Oh, okay. I'm a track star, but I don't really perspire. Okay, got
so
it.
some of them look very real.
These are just my descriptions.
yes, exactly. So anyway,
They look,
this
no,
one
they're
is
alarmingly
okay,
real.
Now, when we're talking about names, that name
Supermodel. Okay, who is this?
Zara.
Zara Shadavari. Okay, at least the names are, keeping me interested. Okay, you know who needs to worry about this? Supermodels.
Oh,
Print models.
Oh, of course, because they would have instant models ready anywhere. They don't have to fly anywhere. Or I'm sure.
Because they can obviously put on whatever clothing
Right.
they want to on these AI robot model.
And the designers
women.
can dictate, this is the size I need. I want a blonde. I want a brunette. I want tall, short, whatever. And boom,
Yep.
they'll just pull them out of the closet.
Well, there goes. I mean, the runway models would be fine, unless they put it on robots too, but that wouldn't be quite the same. But print models,
Oh, of course.
look out.
Right. They could. Oh my gosh. There goes that industry. I didn't even think of that.
I didn't until just now.
I was thinking of the sex industry.
Oh.
Because if they can teach these models,
Yeah.
or
Just
these,
say it.
these
Don't.
robots to satisfy males, then what are they going to do? They're like, oh, okay, great.
Well, they're just going to talk dirty to him like anybody on an 800 line or
But
866 or whatever those lines
if
were.
they could
or 900.
physically figure out how, if they could physically make a man happy,
I mean, well,
like
how
the sex industry, I think they could.
I know, but they're one-dimensional.
I know, but I don't think men care. Do you think they care?
No, but I mean, they're just going to talk dirty to them. They can't get there. They can't walk into their house. They can't meet them somewhere. They're AI.
But they're robot people,
Oh, you're talking about when they turn into actual robots.
right?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's probably the next step.
That's what I'm saying.
You're thinking further
I'm
down
thinking
the road.
further down the road. So, wives, no one needs a wife. The sex industry's gone, and they're all being replaced by AI.
Well,
I know
the
that
one
sounds
thing-
terrible, but
no, it
that's where
doesn't.
my brain went.
No, you and probably a host of others. I wasn't that far along.
Oh.
But one thing they won't be able to emulate is the warmth of
A human,
a human.
right? But then I think, do men care?
No, there are probably some men who don't.
Well, I go to
I
blow up
don't
dolls,
know.
and some men have
Oh,
blow up
that's
dolls,
true.
and I don't know. I just
I guess they don't care because those blow up dolls, unless you're putting them by the radiator, they're not going to be warm either.
right. So, anyways, that's where my brain was going with this out of controlness of the AI
Lord.
industry.
God, the world is going to hell.
I know what's going to happen next. And like I said, everything is happening so fast. Like every day, some huge thing happens in AI, and it's like, oh my God, I don't believe this is going on.
What? So, okay, so this is ongoing. Are some of the models? When is the grand competition? When will all be revealed? When do we get to see the man behind the curtain?
I don't know.
Okay.
That is something I need to follow
Well, we're
up
going to
on.
follow up on that.
Absolutely. Well, it says as of now, there's not a widely recognized official Miss AI beauty contest, but that's through AI.
Oh.
I just did this on the AI, which is
Okay.
terrible. Now I'm using AI.
Oh, wait, you used AI to find that out?
Yeah.
Okay, see?
I need to go on the wide world web and figure it out.
You mean World Wide Web?
Whatever. It is a wild world. But obviously, these pictures have been posted that these will be contestants.
Yeah.
And it is an international contest. And I'm sure everybody will be watching it just out of fascination.
I think there are a lot of Russian creators there doing this because a lot of those look like Eastern Bloc women, don't they?
They do. They do.
Yeah. Something I want to talk about before we get to our entertainment story about Alec Baldwin
Okay.
and his 5,000 children that he's now, created. BarkAir.
Oh, BarkAir.
Yeah.
Yes.
You found that item.
Yes.
So I should pull it up on my phone.
Chicago is now going to have BarkAir.
And do you remember the start date on that? I left my phone downstairs where the
no.
dogs are, and that was probably a
I
mistake.
could pull it up.
They're probably reading my texts and broadcasting them and reposting stuff.
Where are we? And I did look up pictures of the dogs on the plane.
Isn't that cute?
It's so cute, and they look so relaxed. And there was a human on there, so
Well,
I think
yeah.
right. I mean, a dog was sitting next to a human, not an AI person. I hope not.
Oh, well.
But
God, oh man.
And-
now, see, we can't trust anything anymore.
I know.
So I know it's going to start from Chicago at some point, and apparently, maybe they're getting so much business with their New York to LA and their New York to London that they're expanding more quickly. And they would not launch this quickly unless.
Oh, new routes added. New York, LA, London, Paris, Chicago, San Francisco, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Phoenix.
Whoa. Oh, that sounds like too rapid expansion.
Whoa. Well, maybe people are so interested, and those are areas where there's money, and they're big airports.
Yeah, true.
And they could do a little separate thing where they board the dogs.
Well, anyway, so that's BarkAir update. Okay, we'll be right back, and we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin and his reality show. Can you even? We'll be right back. All right, we're back. And about the last person on earth I ever thought would do a reality show is doing one. Holly could, what?
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Okay, the Baldwins. It's called the Baldwins. They are preparing for their reality show, which will start filming right when his court trial begins. So they're going to start filming it then. So we're not going to see it for several months after that. But he is going back he's going to court for his involuntary manslaughter charge during the filming of the movie.
I wonder if that'll be part of.
I think that it was planned that way.
Oh.
So he's got 7 children. And, okay. Alec
7. Does that include his daughter with Kim Basinger?
Oh, no, 8. I'm sorry.
Okay, but
Yes.
he's got 7 children with Hilaria or whatever her name is.
Hilaria. No,
Yeah.
will she have her accent? Will she not have her accent?
Yeah, that's. We're all waiting on tenterhooks to find out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not. So she's interesting.
It is interesting. Well, so Alec Baldwin has always led a private life, and he doesn't like cameras, and he always get mad when the paparazzi was following him, and now he's doing a reality show.
See, that's what mystifies me.
Yeah, absolutely. And rumors on the street, which they could be wrong, is he needs money for all his
His giant brood of
yes,
children.
well, his giant brood of children, yes, and his legal bills.
Oh, yeah.
Which I mean, he's been a very successful actor. I don't know anything about his finances.
Right.
But for him to say I'm doing a reality show when he wanted privacy all this time and he's 66 years old.
Well, then he obviously needs cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because 7 kids, 2 adults living in New York City in Manhattan.
House in Hamptons.
Oh, a house in the Hamptons as well. That's a big nut every month.
Right. And what was the last thing you saw him in?
That's a good question. I mean, the last time I saw him in anything regularly was 30 Rock. Wow. I can't even think of a movie or anything that he was in. You have more cable channel access than I do, so you see more stuff. Have you?
No, I can't.
Okay, well then he needs money. Well,
Yeah,
hey,
probably. And if
just
it's-
like anybody else.
I wonder if Kris Jenner's helping him out.
Oh,
She's a genius at marketing. So, it spins into the branding and the followers, and it spins into so many different things that maybe he's like, hey, why can't I do it with my family?
if this is what he's going to do,
Right.
Yeah, he
Go to the
doesn't have
top
to
of the-
like her or admire her as a person, but professionally, yeah, I guess if she knows what she's doing, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this came out of the blue for me, so that alone makes me want to watch just to see.
Curiosity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I like him.
I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, I think he's a good
really
actor.
do.
I like him because he's got sarcastic wit, and I appreciate that. Not everybody does.
No, he's
But
got
I
that
do.
moxie kind of thing.
Yes, he does.
Well, then I'm hearing about his trial, and I heard some lawyers talking about it. And you know what? He'll probably get off because they did a mock trial. Mm-hmm. How many movies was he in where he had a gun? How many times did he shoot a gun? He's always depending upon the armor on set to say it's safe. Like, here's the gun,
Right.
shoot the gun. So the armor got 18 months.
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he's not relying on his own intuition and experience that he's going to have a gun that's not going to be loaded with, a real bullet.
Right.
So it sounds like how they could present it from a mock trial standpoint that he'll probably get off.
Yeah, since the armorer is going to serve time, I guess. Mm-hmm. You said
18
18 months.
months.
You said
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
18 months. You know what he may get in trouble for?
What?
Is because he was a producer. But how can he be responsible for every single thing that somebody does? And because he was an executive producer on
Right.
this. I just don't know how he can be responsible for every single thing that everybody's doing in their job. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's still that outlying piece of information that hasn't even been talked about for the longest times about how they were doing target practice on cans. Remember that? That was,
No.
yeah, when the whole story came out initially,
Okay.
they were talking about how the crew or whatever had been having target practice with cans, in the off hours or their downtime or whatever. And I'm wondering if that's how a real bullet got in that gun.
Oh.
Maybe that was just a rumor
Okay.
also initially, but that has never been discussed, and that was a piece of information that it loomed large when the story initially came out.
Okay.
Maybe it was just total BS. I don't know. But you don't remember that? Mm-mm. Okay. You know what? Google that right now.
Okay.
Google that while we're sitting here. Put target practice
On the set of Rust.
on the set of Rust.
Okay. What came up is Alec Baldwin's gun in Rust. Shooting was used for target practice by the crew members.
See?
It was in October of 2021.
And the incident was...
Okay, crew members were using the guns for target practice. Okay, sources connected to the production tell the outlet that the prop gun had been used recreationally for target practice away from the set prior to the deadly shooting.
Who's talking about that? Nobody.
Nobody.
That should have been brought up in Hannah, whatever, the armorer's trial. Although
She should have checked the gun.
that may have been part of the discussion in her trial, which is why she got in trouble, because it was used in target practice and that wasn't covered because it was probably a closed courtroom. Mm-hmm. It's not going to get the kind of...
O.J. Simpson coverage.
So once she got convicted, I can't imagine they didn't bring that up and saying, this is why you're in trouble, because it was used, the prop gun was used in target practice.
Right.
And that's probably how a real bullet got on the set, which why was it ever on any set, a real bullet there?
Right.
So I don't think you can use blanks to use for target practice, but I'm not, if anybody out there is knows anything about, I don't know anything about
Forensic
guns.
gun expert.
Well, yeah, anything. I don't know. I don't know if a target practice, is it like an air gun? Is it a blank? I don't get that
I don't
part.
know either.
That would take Alec Baldwin off the hook. Right?
Oh, I would say so.
Okay, we were talking about his reality show, and now we're devolving into
Reality
this.
show to getting Alec off.
Well, I mean,
Right.
this is not new information I'm presenting here, but I am bringing back something that was in my mind about this case.
Right.
Well, anyway,
Anyways.
what do you think the reality show is going to be like
It'll
coming
be
back around?
interesting because it'll be filming it when he's in trial.
Yeah.
And,
But these kids,
oh my gosh.
they're so close in age, and there are so many of them, and a lot of them are boys, aren't they?
Well, they're 19 months to
Oh my God.
10. 10, 8, 7, 5, 3, 3. Oh, there's twins. And 19 months.
Oh my God. That's you know what that says to me? Pandemonium.
Oh, chaos. I can't even imagine. She's a yoga instructor, so she
Yeah.
probably has the Zen calm,
Well,
yin
yeah.
and yang, and
That probably helps a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they have help.
oh, they have to. So, anyways, good luck, Alec.
Yeah, good luck. And what's that? Did you say what channel that's going to be on?
TLC.
TL. Oh, I don't get that one either.
Lisa.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Oh, shoot. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll tape it. You can go to my house anytime you want when you're in between appointments and dogs and watch it.
Okay. I may have to because I need to sort
Yeah.
of see that. At least if there's an episode, you watch it and you say, oh gosh, you've got to see this one.
Right.
I'll be right over.
It could be part of our podcast, so
Yeah.
it might be mandatory homework.
You're right. Mandatory homework.
Yeah.
Anyway, that about wraps it up, I think, for
Yeah.
today. I'm good.
I'm good too.
No other nuggets?
No other nuggets.
Good. I think we covered a lot. Okay. Thank you for joining us. We will be back next week with another rip-roaring episode, per usual. And
Follow us on Instagram. Send us an email at ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. We want to know what you think about our show and questions and comments.
yeah, even if they're not nice.
Yeah, bring it on.
Hey, we will see you mañana or next
Adios.
week.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, Lisa Dominique, and also executive produced by Holly Caulfield. Holly also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, ladieswhoquestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of Lisa Dominique and Holly Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.